Here we go. So do you agree or disagree with these four guys? Do you remember their names?
Bruno, Midori. I have to
Diana.
Diana and
Let me go back to show you the names.
and Max. Okay.
And Max, yeah. Bruno, Diana, Midori, and Max. So you know what each of them likes and couldn't live without? You have to now agree or disagree with them using these expressions. Okay, so we're going to go over the expressions one by one. We're going to start with expressions for given opinions. Can you read the expressions?
Given opinions, I don't think. It seems to me that. It seems like, if you ask me, it is my belief that, and from my point of view.
So from now on, we're going to stop using I think, because that's a basic expression. And if you were to take an international exam, for example, you wouldn't get extra points by using basic expressions. So instead of saying I think, try using it seems to me that, or it seems like, or if you ask me, okay, what about expressions for agreeing with an opinion?
I agree with in that. I think what says about not being able to live without his or her makes sense.
What information do you put here after what?
Well, maybe a name.
Name, right? I think what Bruno says about not being able to live without his car makes sense to me. Right. What about the last one?
In my opinion, life will be hard without blank. So I see his her points.
So this is in the event that you agree with their opinions. But if you disagree with an opinion, then you use the following expressions. What's the first?
I don't know if that will be true for me. I'm not sure about not being able to live without mine. I guess it depends on.
So first you're going to start with what they said. Okay, for example, Bruno said he couldn't live without his car. I agree with him in that a car is necessary in a country with poor public transportation. Having a car is a necessity in that case. So as you can see, I used this expression here, the first one. I agree with him in that, and then I explained myself. Okay, so you have to do the same. Let's start with Bruno.
Bruno said he couldn't live without his car. If you ask me, I wouldn't say that. Well, from my point of view, I could live properly without a car because actually I don't have a car and I'm fine.
Okay. How do you get around the city then?
Bike and bus.
By bus. Okay, good. All right. Fair enough. What about Diana?
Diana said she couldn't live without fresh flowers. I don't know if that will be true for me because I don't. I think they are pretty and I think they are good, but in the mean of having it in my house, that because she said that it was like she couldn't live with the fresh flowers, like in her house, inside her house, not like in the world. I don't think it will
Okay.
be necessary for me. Yeah.
Because you can go to a park and see flowers there.
Yeah, that could be fine for me.
Hmm. I think she couldn't live without fresh flowers because of the memories that the flowers
Yeah,
represent to
it's more
her
like the memory of her childhood that the flowers.
themselves. Yes, exactly. I agree with you on that. Okay. What about Midori?
Oh, Midori say she couldn't live without his gym membership. Well, actually, mm, I don't think like it's something necessary to me. I I actually don't like to do exercise,
Mm.
so I don't like. I like to go on a bike and dance, but I don't like so much like the gym. I don't enjoy it so much, so I don't think it will be something necessary in my life.
What is the statement where I couldn't live without dancing? Because I know you like to dance.
Mm. Oh, that's hard. I'm not so sure about not being able to live without them because it's fun, it's relaxing, and actually, I dance every time, not only in my classes. Maybe I'm cooking or I'm taking a shower and I just dance.
Oh, really? Oh, so it's an important part of your life then.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, interesting. What about the last guy? He said he couldn't live without his music collection. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, Max, I say he couldn't live without his music collection, and I think what Max says about not being able to live without his music collection makes a lot of sense. He's right. Everything will
Right.
be so boring. Like, I don't know. I don't like the idea. I don't like to imagine that.
Okay, so the day has 24 hours. How many of those 24 hours do you spend listening to music?
I listen to music basically um every time I wake up. I go to school with my music, and then I think the only time I don't hear to music is when I am in a class. Like
Hmm.
right now in my school or in dance. Well, in dance I actually hearing music too.
Right, you dance to music.
Yeah. So yeah, because I like to hear to music for sleep too, and when I take in a shower, yeah, I, I love.
Oh, to fall asleep as well. I've heard there is specific, like a specific wavelengths that you listen to when you want to go to bed. Have you heard of that? Are you familiar with that?
I think that yeah,
I can't.
like
Yeah.
they are calm. They help to calm.
Yes, like music for meditating or yoga.
Hmm.
Um, or the sounds of nature sometimes. Sometimes I play recordings of the sounds of nature, like birds or trees
Yeah.
or waves, and that helps me relax as well. Okay, very good. Actually, your grammar was pretty good. You followed instructions. You used different expressions. Um, just one thing, you don't hear music, you listen to music. So a couple of times I think I heard you say hear, you listen to music. Okay, that is like to be actively listening to
Okay.
it. All right, good job.